Hey guys, it's Junette, photographer based out of California. So today's video is going to be pretty laid back. I've got some coffee here. You should grab some yourself. And the point of today's video is to talk to you guys about how I didn't shoot digital for an entire month. I took my Sony, I put it away. I busted out both my film cameras. I loaded my point and shoot with HP5. I loaded my Minolta with Portra 400, and I just took the cameras everywhere I went. I took them out with my wife, I took them out to the coast, I took them out to different events, and I just really needed to, for lack of a better word, detox from digital. I know that sounds weird, yeah, but that's what I wanted to do because film cameras, especially the manual focus, makes you really slow down. It just, every shot counts. Every shot is quote unquote expensive, so you're not necessarily doing it for the money. You're slowing down because you have a limited number of shots and you only get essentially one chance at it. So anyways, enough of that spiel on film, but yeah, I took the cameras with me on various different occasions, and today I just wanted to make a chill video kind of sharing those adventures with you guys, looking at some of the photos I got and kind of just going through them and just talking about the month I had with film. So day one of Film Adventures took place at the Turkish Festival. This was in Long Beach. And my wife is Turkish, I'm Albanian. I don't know if I ever mentioned that to you guys. So going to those, going to a Turkish festival is kind of a big deal. I mean, hey, who doesn't want to eat some doner, as they say? Interestingly enough, I loaded up my Minolta with some Portra 400, but I was with some friends as well. And you don't want to like be antisocial and be that guy that's just taking photos when you're out with your friends. So I tried to snap what I could, and I only got a total of 3 photos there. I probably could have got a lot more, but that's okay. I had a good time with Hisham and Moza, our friends. But let me let the clips roll and I'll show you guys what I got. Hey, I think I know that guy.
So how was the festival, you guys?
It's very nice.
You're on the vlog?
Hi guys, I'm the Turkish one. Subscribe.
First of the rules, so we do have some burn on there, man. That looks kind of cool. I'm kind of sad that this is kind of like a half frame because I thought this was a pretty good composition. Like there's a bunch of guys, all this smoke is just billowing everywhere. It smells like Istanbul, Turkey. It was just amazing. And yeah, you got that one guy on the on the far right. I didn't even notice him smiling for the photo there. So that was okay. So my friend and I ended up walking through like the different vendors and stuff and just around all the people, and we ended up getting split up. And when we did, I saw a couple photo opportunities that I had to grab. One of them was this lady right here. So I had to stop, and I really liked, there was like a nice glow coming through, which didn't come out too well in this photo. I'm not quite sure why. And then I just liked these sort of pastel looking towels there. So I thought I would frame her in between, get some motion blur with the towels because it was a bit windy. I was hoping she would look at me. I thought that would be maybe a little bit more of a intriguing, sort of mysterious photo, but she wasn't. But I do like her posture and like the look that she has on her face. There's kind of like a story to be told here. So yeah, that was this photo. So then I kept walking and I was just going through all these people, and I saw this woman and she was wearing like this nice traditional outfit, Turkish outfit, and I just liked the colors and just the lighting was good. So I actually walked past her. I wanted to stop and ask for her portrait, and I ended up walking past her, and I figured like I probably wasn't gonna take a lot of photos. So I'm like, you know what, dude? I gotta just go up to her and ask for her portrait. So that's what I ended up doing. I ended up walking back, started a conversation with her. Next thing you know, I asked her if I could take her portrait and she agreed. So that was pretty cool. Interestingly enough, I forgot her name. I met her husband and I have his name written down somewhere. But they're pretty cool. Like they own a company where they sell like these vintage old prints and drawings from Istanbul that are like collector's items. But that was pretty cool. We ended up talking for like 45 minutes with both of them. and they were a really, really cool couple. And I got so sidetracked that I had like 8 missed calls. And my wife was like looking for me, and everybody was like ready to go. And yeah, so that kind of concluded the Turkish festival trip with just 3 photos. I'm really, really happy with this portrait. I can't wait to send it to them, so they can see what, you know, the photo turned out, because I told them I would send it. It would just take a couple weeks. And yeah, that was the Turkish festival. So the next scene and photo takes place at Salt Creek Beach. This is like one of the best beaches in Dana Point. You can tell me I'm wrong, but once you go, you're gonna be like, yeah, he was right. It's such a nice place. And one thing I realized is you don't shoot Portrait 400 after the sun has gone down. This photo was taken on a tripod, and it was just like, the camera was trying really hard to catch the light. So it was overexposed, so a lot of the grain is visible. I had to spend a lot of time fixing it, and in the end it ended up being a garbage photo anyways. I think if the lighting was better, it would have been pretty cool, but that actually is me standing watching the ocean. So the next week, me, my wife, Seville, and our friends, we went to the San Diego Fair, which was pretty fun. And I only took 1 photo there, but I wanted to just be in the moment, especially with friends. And I just took a portrait of my wife, and yeah, I'll let those clips run and show you the photo. I just realized that I took 2 photos at the fair, and I have them separated from black and white in the portrait, so I totally forgot about this other one. But I had the point and shoot in my pocket. All right, we went on that like swing ride, and I decided, okay, I told my wife, look, once we get up and going, I'm gonna take out the point and shoot with the flash, and you know, we're gonna do like a selfie with the film camera. And a little blurry, but I like it. It's so candid. We're like super happy, you know, screaming, but we're like also going 30 miles an hour in a circle at the same time. But that's a good photo for the memory books. So there was a couple instances where we went to Laguna Beach, and there was one day where we basically went to the top of Laguna Beach. You just drive up all those little streets. If you remember in that last video I just made, like 3 or 4 videos ago, where I just drove up and just did like a POV street. Yeah, so we went up there, just kept driving all the way to the top, and there's this beautiful trail that just goes along the peaks of the cliffs, if you want to call them that. And it was so cool because we ran into this lady, and she's like, oh my god, did you guys see the goats and stuff? We're like, no, we didn't, we just got here. And she's like, yeah, there's a bunch of goats, and like they bring them up here during the summer so that they can eat the grass, because you know there's like a lot of overgrown grass and it can cause fires, etc, etc. She's like, you guys should go check them out. So we're like, yeah, for sure. So we walked over there. It was like, you know, golden hour. And it was just so cool because, you know, you see like there was 2 different groups of, you know, goats. It's just awesome because you see like the shepherd, right? He's got his camper van, you know, his porta potty there. And he's just like, he's sitting on the camper van. I'm so mad I didn't get a video clip of this. I tried to get a photo, but you'll see that it didn't turn out too good. And it was just such a vibe. Like, I hate using that word, but I don't know how else to describe it. But it was just one of those moments where it's like, if I was alone, I would have loved to just go up to the man and just like, you know, tell him who I am, spark a conversation, get to know his story, you know, take some amazing like documentary style photos, just super candid. But anyways, like we just kind of walked around, you know, I was admiring the goats and stuff, and you know, he picked one of them up and was like feeding it the mom's milk and whatever. There's a lot of babies as well. I'm just kind of like upset that I don't know if the camera let me down or if it was just me, but again, it was kind of on the dark side. So editing these photos was quite the challenge. Obviously, you know, this camera, the light meter is looking at the highlights, trying to preserve those. So everything else around it can sometimes be dark. But I feel like these photos just turned out so bad, and there was so much good opportunity there to get some good photos of this guy, you know, as he was feeding the baby goat. Yeah, it was just kind of one of those moments where I wish I had brought my digital camera or had a tripod. And it's just like, these are the times where when you have a film where it limits you. Missed opportunity, but it's one that in my memory, you know, I'm never gonna forget that. That was pretty cool. So next up is just another night walking around Laguna Beach. We like to do that a lot. You know, Laguna Beach is about 10 minutes, 12 minutes from us. And that's kind of like our, you know, quote unquote downtown area here in SoCal. So we decided one night that we would take our cat, whose name is Yara, she's sleeping right now, and take her out for the first time. You know, she's a house cat, and that was pretty fun. So we took a lot of sort of portraits. I gave my wife the camera. She took a photo of me and Yara. I took a couple photos of her on black and white. It's because she's a good cat, and she knew she was gonna be on my YouTube channel. Right, Yara? Wow, this is Yara's first time in Laguna Beach. She looks kind of scared. It's okay, it's okay. We're gonna shoot some film. And there's wifey. I brought both cameras, so I did get a couple shots on the Portra 400. Took another picture of my wife here with the cat. I took a very underexposed photo. I saw this couple under this palm tree. I thought that was pretty good. The colors came out very nice. It started to get a little bit darker, and I was just like, I don't know. I kind of went into this mode where I was forcing it. So I feel like this photo was kind of forced, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was a good opportunity, you know, the two guys on the boards and out in the water, and this older gentleman here, but I don't know. I think I rushed it because I knew the lighting sucked, but I went for it anyways. There was also a moment where I was kind of standing, there's like a little stage area in Laguna Beach where people come and like perform and play live music. So I was like standing up there and I was watching these surfers again. This time I was shooting with Portra, so I'm like, okay, you know, the colors are gonna come out good. And I saw them surfing, and I was just waiting for a guy to catch a wave and somebody to walk by and admire them, and it happened. But maybe due to shooting at a higher f-stop, it came out, I don't know, it's like soft, but not really. This would have been way sharper with a digital, but again, I actually like it how it looks. You just can't, there's not a lot of detail on the surfer. You have to really pay attention to see that somebody's on a wave. So it's like a few days later and I'm editing this video, and this thing would have been like 30 minutes long. So I'm gonna save you guys from that. I'm gonna split it up into two. I'm gonna stop this video right here. So basically in the second video, I'm gonna show you all the photos from the point and shoot camera, the black and white, which in my opinion turned out way better than the portrait photos in certain instances, but overall I liked what came out of that camera better. Thanks again for watching the first part of this digital detox series, and I'll see you guys in the next one so we can look at the rest of these photos. Thanks, I hope you guys have a great day.